Hello there. I wanted to give y'all an update as far as your grade for AP Stats after we've completed Chapter 12, completed our textbook, and exactly wanted to give you some advice as far as preparing for the AP Stats exam. If you do what I tell you to do here, you ought to do really well in the exam. It's not going to be an easy deal. I mean, you've got to study for it, and you've got to really deeply think about this stuff, and you've got to ask me any questions that you have. But if you do what I talk about on this video, um, you should do well on this exam. So as far as how we're going to be getting our grades for the rest of the way, for the rest of April, in essence, um, is we're going to be primarily working through our Barron's book, and so you'll be given, first of all, classwork grades for the different topics in the Barron's book, and I'm expecting you to send me a note saying that you have studied topics 1 through 5 by Monday, April the 19th, that you've studied topics 6 through 10 in the book by Monday, April the 26th, and you study topics 10 through 14 in the book by Friday, April the 30th. Now there's 15 topics, but the last topic is in the newer books, just deals with like these social issues, and it's sort of optional. But in the older books, you sort of need to do topic 15. But so that's what you need to do. Now, let's talk about the Barron's book and how you can find your way through this. So at the beginning of the Barron's book, they have like a diagnostic test at the beginning. And before that, there is, some neat things that I definitely want you to look at. Like this one page talks about these essential strategies for taking the exam. And all these things are really good. That is early in the book, like right around the table of contents. Then after the diagnostic test is when the topic starts. So in this version of the book, on page 41 is topic 1. So what I want you to do is I want you to study each topic. So take basically a topic a day, pretty much, and study that topic. Read the book, and it has an explanation, and then it's got practice problems. And so at the end of each topic, it'll have multiple choice and free response problems that are modeled after the AP Stats exam, and it has an explanation for all of the solutions. So so that has an explanation for all the solutions. And so that was topic 1, and then it goes on, and there's 14 topics. And so, and if you just tell me that you've read the topic and you've studied the topic, then you'll get credit for that topic. But make sure to do it on time so you can get full credit. And we will have 2 more tests in April. One will be on probability, and it'll be on April the 23rd. You have to do it by April the 23rd, and then one on inference that'll be due by April the 30th. And I will put on Schoology, I will put explanation of how the test is done, and so if you just watch those videos and send me any questions that you have, you should be able to do these two tests without any problem. So I will send those to you on Schoology. So the Barron's book gives us an organization as far as reviewing the material, and it gives a little different view of the material. Other things that I think you can do to be ready for the exam, and a big deal is doing the old exam problems, because these are the problems that have been on the exam in the past, and in essence are going to be on the exam this year. And so we're going to do a lot of those throughout April, and actually throughout May as well. So when I send you these problems, make sure and then do them and study the solutions, and please send me any questions you have about them. But in general, people that do a good job of studying their Barron's book, studying the exams. Also, another thing that some people have found helpful is to go back and read the summaries at the end of each section in the textbook that correspond to the Barron's topic. And I think that's a healthy thing. That gives you 2 different views of the material, 2 different views of it that can make you think about it. And so go through and think about that, and take, any notes about any questions you're having, and send me those questions. And I'll be putting on Schoology different review things that we do, but there's no way I can cover the whole curriculum with my review that I'm going to do in Schoology. But what does work is if you study the curriculum and then send me any questions you have. If you study, all the topics in the Barron's book and read all the summaries at the end of each section in each of the 12 chapters, and then you write down whatever holes you're having and you send those to me, then that works. So to do the sections. Also, there's a lot of other resources that we've talked about. Of course, you've got the AP Classroom, which all y'all are on AP Classroom. That has plenty of resources. Khan Academy. I mean, I don't want to overwhelm you with resources because, I mean, in general, people that do this right here do really well on the AP exam. Okay, so if you have any questions about that, please send it to me.